Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss about the set operations in SQL. There are certain situations when we need to combine the result sets from two or more select statements. SQL enables us to handle these kind of requirements by using the set operations. The result of each select statement can be treated as a set, and SQL set operations can be applied over those sets to get the final result. There are four kind of set operations which SQL supports, and they are union all, union, minus, and intersect. Please keep in mind, while we perform the set operations, the result set of both the query should have same number of columns as well as the same data types. Let's look at some practical examples to learn more about these set operations. So here we will be using two tables called employee and employee 2. Both are having the same structure. Like you can see here, let's start from employee. So we have total 8 columns here. We have employee ID, employee name, job, salary, manager ID, commission, hire date, and department number. Similarly, if we look at the employee 2 table, also have the same structure. So here we are having the 8 columns in employee 2 table as well. So let's look at the first set operator, which is union all, which merges the result from both the tables and gives us the output. While we use the union all operator, it does not guarantee to remove the duplicates while providing us the output, which means if there is a record which is present in employee table and the same record is present in employee 2 table, we will have two records in the output while we are using union all operator. So let's go ahead and use the union all operator and get all the data from employee table as well as from employee 2 table. Right? So select star from employee, union all, select star from employee 2. So if you notice, we have got total 22 records in the output because we had 14 records in employee table and 8 records in employee 2 table. So total we had 22 records between these two tables, and that is what we are getting in our output. If you notice, some of the employees like employee ID 7782 is present twice, which is clerk and clerk, because this particular record was available in employee table as well as in employee 2 table. Similarly, if you look at the employee ID 7788, which is Scott, this record is also present twice, and the reason behind is same, that this record is existing in employee table as well as in employee 2 table. So this ensures that union all does not guarantee to remove the duplicates while giving us the output. Let's take another example where we will select the required columns from both the tables and merge the result using union all set operator. Please note, while we select the columns from both these tables, the number of columns in each select query must be same. For instance, if we are pulling 4 columns from our employee table, we must have to pull 4 columns from employee 2 table also. Also, their data types must be matched. So here we have the query where we are selecting the 4 columns from our employee table, namely employee ID, employee name, salary, and department number. Similarly, we are pulling exact same columns from our employee 2 tables. And if you notice here, even the sequence of these columns are exactly same. So let's go ahead and run this query first and see the result. So we have got the output, and the result set is containing the 4 columns, which is employee ID, employee name, salary, and department number. Now let's try to change the sequence of these columns. So let's keep the salary in the second place and employee name at the third place in our second select query, whereas we have employee name at the second place and salary at the third place in our first select query. So now let's try to run this query and see what is the result we are getting. So we are getting an error specifying that expression must have same data types as corresponding expressions. In this query, if you notice, at the first place in both the select expressions, we have employee ID, which is of same data type, but at the second place, we have employee name in our first select expression, which is of varchar 2 data type, whereas we have salary column in our second select expression, which is of numeric data type. And that is why this query is throwing us an error that the expression must have same data types. So we must remember these 2 points while we work with set operators. First, the number of columns in each select expression should be equal, and their corresponding data types should also be same. Let's go ahead and look for the second set operations, which is union, and we will perform the same operation what we have done with union all. So we will select all the data from employee table we'll perform union, select all the data from employee to table. So remember, we have 14 records in our employee table and 8 records in our employee to table. While we perform the union, we are only getting 19 records, which means while we use union set operator, it gives us the distinct records from both the tables. It removes the duplicates, unlike union all. So if you look at here, no record is being repeated, right? The third operator we have in the queue is intersect, which provides us the common data between the tables. So whatever the record is present in table employee as well as in employee 2, that will be displayed as an output while we perform the intersect operator, right? So let's go ahead and use that to see what are the common records between these two tables. So if you look at here, Black, Clerk and Scott, these are the employees which are present in employee table as well as in employee 2 table. The last operator we have in our queue is minus, which gives us the records from the first table which are not there in the second table. So let's go ahead and try the same with minus operator. So if you look at here, we have 11 records which are not available in employee 2 table. Those three common records which we have seen in the previous set operator, which is intersect, they were common between employee as well as an employee 2 table, and hence while we performed the minus operator, they have been disappeared from the output. This is how we use these set operators. That's it for this lecture. We'll meet you in the next one. Thank you.